Chålofa, what's up? This is the Islanders View podcast with the Backyard Convos. We're experiencing the backyard conversation of Islanders. It's your boy JC, B.
How's it?
And the Uso Jr.
How's it, everybody?
We're just talking about worldviews, life experiences, culture, sports. You know, we're just chilling, kicking back, speaking our minds. Yeah, you're about to go into a mind of an Islander right about now.
What's up?
Chålofa family. What's going on, bro?
Hey.
You guys glad to be back or what?
Glad to be back.
Seems like a while, but it's only a week.
Yeah, it's been we took a kind of a week break, I guess you can say, but because we did the liberation, right?
Yeah.
It's been 2 weeks for me.
Hey, but welcome to SESH number 32 to all our listeners and viewers. As we're glad to be back. We got a special guest for you all today.
Yes.
Hope you guys are ready to feel the good vibes,
So excited.
the love, all that good stuff. But so I know everybody's been waiting for this. Without further ado, please help me welcome big brother BaBa B. What's up, my bro?
Oh,
Hey.
man. How you guys doing? What's up, Junior?
What's up, Baba? How you
It's
doing?
been a minute. I've been good,
I
bro.
know. You
Yeah.
still look the same, bro.
Yeah, right, fat.
Still look young. You still look younger than me. Still
Yeah,
get the
me too,
baby
brother.
face.
How's it over-
Go away anytime soon.
They still card you over there in Vegas?
Yeah. I played a poker tournament the other night.
Oh, you
for
did?
Charity, yeah, for a charity event. So right now I'm
Nice.
trying to help some kids raise money for to open a facility because it's chefs for kids here in Las Vegas. And we're
Okay.
trying to raise money to open a facility so we can teach kids how to cook and they can
Oh,
go out
right
and
on.
feed the homeless as well. You know?
Right on.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
How'd you do?
I took third place. You know me, I'm always I'm all
Oh,
in.
always,
last
yeah.
So I figure I try to move again, right? Junior and we played poker before back
Yeah.
in the day
Back in the day.
and you know, I'm not a poker player. I don't take it right now.
Oh no, he is.
I
He
just-
is.
Oh,
I
yeah?
rolled the dice, but I ended up going all in for I was a second big stack, and I went all in blind, right? Because just had three of us left, but it just so happened Chip Leader and wake up with Jack, so I was like, well, I got him, right? Jack's never hold up.
Oh,
Nice. Hey, how's life over there in Vegas, bro?
Life is all right, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, not perfect, but it's all right.
yeah.
Yeah. It's not because it's not the island zone.
That's for sure.
Hey, that's how we feel here in San Antonio, bro.
Oh man,
Big-
it's you know, a lot of people say, hey, let's go down to the lake. I'm like, no way, the lake is like 50 degrees.
yeah,
That's not the same.
not the
Not the
same at all.
Yeah, you know, but we just got off of like a little cool weather and cool. It was like, I don't know, we had like maybe 30-some% humidity with like some 90s and 80s. But now we're right back up to the beautiful 110s, 111s.
Oh, wow.
He said beautiful weather.
Yeah, I was just there too, Baba B. I was there in was that July?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I think me and my family was over there for just a mini reunion. So yeah, I was just there. And it was like 100, 105, 106, dry heat. It
Yeah.
was
Different,
terrible. We had just stayed in the hotel room.
Terrible.
Stay in the hotel room most of the time. It was so hot, man. I tried to walk to go Dunkin' Donuts, and the Dunkin' Donuts melted by the time I got back to the room.
That happened. I mean, I did a show. You know, I've been here almost 10 years now, and since I've been here, I've been traveling a lot. And one year I went up to Washington, and I was just kind of kicking back with the boys in the living room. The news popped on, and they said something like, tomorrow we got excessive heat warning, 90 degrees, so please take precaution. I'm like, I'm like, how hot?
Hey, bro, here in
That's
Texas,
nothing.
the weather here can't make up his mind, man. It
Oh,
can't make
yeah.
it's a bipolar over here.
Yeah, I like Texas
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
Oh, Texas loves you too, Bubba B.
Oh yeah, we need to set something up, Bubba.
1 second, guys.
Oh, go ahead,
I'm
bro.
doing a live podcast right now, boy. Yeah, your grandma left.
Hey, Island.
That's grandson
That's
Princeton Jr.
Hey,
Remember Princeton? I used to bring him
yeah,
to the poker games in the stroller.
yeah.
He's gonna be 16 years old this year.
Wow, is
Ooh.
that how long it's been?
That just means
It's
we're
been a
getting old,
while.
bro.
Yeah,
Right? No, they getting old. We getting
Yeah.
better.
I remember
Hey.
he was a big kid. Is he?
Yeah, he's still a big kid. Yeah.
Hey, but before we start going down, getting to know our brother Baba B, we always start our sesh with a little beverage highlight.
Yes, sir.
What do we got today, B?
We have ourselves an IIPA. It's
IPA.
called Resin
Yeah.
from 6 Point Brewery up in BK, Brooklyn, New York.
Wow.
Yeah.
New York.
Yeah, I smelled it
I think it's
earlier.
the first IPA that we haven't had that was in Texas.
Yeah.
Everyone's been Texas.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me get my sponsor out as well.
Yeah.
So
You get yours, bro. Hey,
It's a little dank.
look at that. All right, so hey, raise them. Hey, all our listeners and viewers, if you guys have a drink in your hand, raise them in the air. Cheers to session number 32.
Cheers.
Welcome our brother Baba B
Baba
to the
B.
session, to the family. One love and God bless. We love you guys. Chålofa.
Chålofa. Oh yeah.
That's good.
That's dank.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
I thought you
That's,
said you were gonna get tequila, Bob.
It's very, very heavy in my
Actually-
throat. That one.
I was gonna actually have a couple of shots with you guys, but I got another meeting after this as well, and that's on the other side of town.
Ooh.
All right, yeah.
So
Yeah.
you know,
Okay.
Vegas, here in Las Vegas, we hand out the most citations in the nation. So,
You just gotta
so I
wait
have to give
till
them a reason.
the sun goes down and then you're good.
Yeah.
Right? Sometimes they tell me, "Why don't you call Uber?" I'm like, I don't fit in none of those Uber cars. They're like, if you know, like gas efficient, small little cars. All my cars are big.
Hey, but I know, you did the Guam Liberation, right? You performed there?
Yeah, I
Vegas?
it wasn't really the liberation celebration. It was a pre-party
Oh,
because
nice.
this year they didn't do a big liberation blowout. So what we did is I had a performance and I just turned it into like a pre-party for liberation because liberation fell on a Wednesday,
Mm-hmm.
right? So we ended up just making it a pre-party for people who are actually going to just celebrate it on their own. They can come and enjoy early, right? Or maybe they couldn't even do anything because it was a Wednesday, you know. So we did it the weekend before. So it was pretty cool. We had about maybe about 300 people came out.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
That's cool. That's
It's a good turnout.
nice.
yeah, it was a nice time.
Was
Everybody
it, how was the weather?
oh, hot. Yeah. But we had it indoors though. We had it indoors, and the venue that we did it at, they did their best to get everybody in as soon as they could because it was hot outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, like a lot of people they reserved seats for this event early,
Mhm.
so they walked in, they got their went to the hostess and they got sat down real quick. So it went pretty smooth. But yeah, it was sweltering.
Hey. Hey, so I don't know if a lot of people know, a lot of our listeners and viewers, but Baba B's connection to Guam and the Chamorro people is big and strong.
Oh, yeah.
As much as he he's Hawaiian, but from what I hear,
It's Chamorro
he's
too.
Chamorro as well.
I spent I spent a lot of time. I actually have a lot of Chamorro friends that I
Yeah.
really, really good brothers and sisters that I was able to connect and keep the friendship with over the last 25 years.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I tell you what, the Chamorro community as well as the island community period, I mean, they kept us going. Next year we celebrate 25 years of music.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right on.
they definitely have been a big, huge impact in my musical career.
That's awesome, dude.
That's awesome. That's like me. I love the Chamorro people too. That's why I married one.
Is it the food or what?
Oh, the food is addicting, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's your
the food is.
what's your favorite dish, Baba?
I actually got I like them all. I like the chicken kelagüens. I like all the
Yeah.
kelagüens. I like agansunis. I like I like the carapicas, all their soups, all the
Yeah.
cuddles.
All
I
the
like all of that, and
all
but
the all
my
the
tomorrow
unhealthy
skills
stuff,
are
huh?
getting pretty good now.
Oh
My
yeah.
tomorrow, yeah, I'm learning how to. I got some boys over here. They we barbecue all the time, and whenever they barbecue, one thing about the islanders, they hide their marination secrets, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I trade off for songs.
Yeah. Yeah. There you
Hey,
go.
you wanna hear this song? I need to know what's inside there.
I need to agree.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's
awesome.
a
Yeah,
good trade though. I
Yeah.
remember.
good trade, right? It's fair,
Yeah, that's a really good trade. I remember when I used to have a poker game at your house, and you invited me and my dad one time to play with you, and we arrived
Yeah,
early. My dad, remember my dad? He always
I
used to like
do.
come early, so we came early, and then I think we waited for 1 hour, and before anybody showed up, you treated me and my dad to a little small concert, and yeah, get one of
That's when I
Baba
had a
B's
piano
songs.
too, right?
Yeah, you had the piano, and you was jamming on the
Yeah.
piano. And I was like, oh man, I looked at my dad, I was like, oh, this is a rare moment right here. I
I
still
actually
remember
still
that.
have that. I still have that piano here.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Hey, Baba, if you can hear us, we lost you, bro. I can't hear you. Oh, there you go.
How's that?
There you
Okay,
go.
yeah.
Yeah, I think you hit a button, bro.
No, what happened is because I'm on my phone, right? So people are calling in at the same time because we got these
Oh
Uh,
yeah,
shows
yeah.
coming up. We got a
oh
bunch
Yeah.
of
yeah,
shows
yeah,
coming up, and a lot of people have been blowing my phone up and stuff. So I just hit the decline button.
yeah,
Hey,
So
Baba, so
Yeah.
you said that you're going to be celebrating 25 years of music?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I started
wow.
96, 97 in that area, and I mean it's definitely something I look forward to because I got a little surprise for everybody. That's gonna be happening soon, and I'm grateful for all the years that
Yeah.
that they allowed me to be in their cars with them, at the barbecues through music. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm super grateful. Without the listeners, I mean, artists would be jobless, right?
Mm.
yeah.
So I got something in store for everybody. I got some new music. It's kind of like
Ooh.
it's gonna
Oh
be.
man,
I'm gonna release an album soon. I'll give you guys a little
Oh,
insight on
nice.
it. But I'm gonna release an album soon, and it'll have that Big Boy in Love sound, taking them back to the first time they ever heard Bubble B music.
Oh, there we go.
nice,
That's what we
nice,
need right there. That's what we
Yeah,
need.
so
nice.
we're trying to work on that. Um, Still, I mean, it's still some of the songs I'm still writing. So we'll see though. I mean, I got some time still to kind of make this happen, and I have like maybe 5 of the songs done already. But I want to do all originals, and I kind of want to talk about my experience over the last 5 years in some of those songs.
Oh man,
So
that's awesome.
Nice.
yeah,
Well, that's
Awesome.
exciting right there.
Oh yeah.
Hey, we're gonna be
I'm
there in
excited.
Vegas in October. We're gonna be there in
October
October.
what?
Maybe probably the ending of October. We'll let you know the date, but maybe you can
Yeah.
sample. We can get a sample.
Yeah.
Automatic. You can sample my tomorrow cooking, my Hawaiian cooking.
Oh man, that's funny. Well, before we go on to the next subject or question, let's do some shout outs. Shout outs to Christopher Cousins. So what's up?
What's up,
Ah,
Chris?
brother.
I was gonna say he's doing the shaka, but that's a different kind of shaka.
Is it?
So, I love you.
Hey, Kurt
Oh.
Cabrera said, "Yo, brothers, what's up? Half a day.
Half a day.
Off of day.
What's up, bro? What's up, bro? What's up? Hey man, so keeping it on Guam, I know you brought up Big Boy in Love. Um, when was the first time you went to Guam?
I went to Guam in 1998, and I was hired by Governor Guterres' campaign for his second election for still the one 1998. And
Oh, okay, okay.
then yeah, and then maybe about maybe like 6 months later, I went back for a kind of big show over there. Yeah, but my
Yeah, yeah,
first
yeah.
time there was 1998, I believe.
Is that when you wrote the first Guam song?
I wrote the first. So what happened was I went there when Big Boy in Love came out. I enjoyed myself so much, and then they flew me back for another concert at EPAN. Just Fire Soul, we did a show there, and it was after that show. I'm gonna tell you right now, I never experienced that kind of hospitality that they showed me on that trip. I mean,
Really?
I like it was like unreal. Like I can't even. I can just say this: like they wouldn't even let me buy one pack of gum. You know what I mean? Like they would. I
Yeah,
mean, it was
yeah,
just like full on treatment. Like I mean, everything. Like anything I wanted in our rooms. And me, I'm simple. I take some sweat
yeah,
bags and bottled water, and I'm good. You
yeah.
know. But they took really good care of me, my wife, my entire band. We took a small little crew with us as well. They took care of everybody there, and I mean, it was from that moment on that I've known that we've connected with the beautiful Chamorro people of Guam, at that time. And when I went home from that trip, I actually was with, remember Chris Carrillo? Junior, remember we used to play cards with Chris, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so Chris was playing in my band, and he now lives on Guam. But we went back home, and we came up with that first Guam song.
Oh, nice.
So yeah,
Oh, okay. That's nice. So then when did you write Guam Life?
Guam Life, I wrote that song maybe like in 2000. I want to say 16, but I didn't
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't finish it till like 2017. Then I recorded it in late 2018, and I released it in 2019. And then all of this stuff hit, so I kind of just waited a little while.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So I wrote that. I wrote that in, I believe it was 2000 April, I think, of 2016.
Wow.
Yeah, Kurt says Chris is now in politics
Yeah,
slash
he
music.
is. Yeah, yeah, he is. I heard he's running for senator or something.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I've known Chris for many, many, many years. Chris has actually been a huge inspiration for my music. You know,
Yeah.
um, he's done a lot for my music as well. Um, Grateful for his friendship. When we used to hang out all the time as well. Me and Chris we went through a lot of ups and downs. You know,
Yeah.
but I still remember all the stuff that he's done for me throughout my musical career. So I'm grateful for him.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, I heard something about that though. I heard something that he was running for senator or something.
Yeah.
And I mean, believe it or not, I got offered one time. I had some people approach me on Guam before some years back and asked me if I would run for like governor. I said, nah,
Oh.
nah.
Then
Let's
you're gonna have
They're
to
go,
like,
then you're
come
gonna
Baba,
have
on,
for
to
governor.
then
yeah,
you're
it
gonna
was
have to make a
crazy.
song about that.
There's like, man, you probably win. I say, yeah, but like right now, I love all the people of Guam, and I think a lot of them can relate with me as well. I say, if
Mhm.
I dabble into that area, then you get some not gonna like you anymore, and then some gonna still like you. They might even like you more,
Yeah.
whatever. But it's like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, I just
exactly.
not. I'm a musician, man. That's what
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
So what got you into music, Baba?
Honestly, I've known from a young age that I wanted to what I want to do. I mean, you remember when you was in elementary, they would always tell you like think of stuffs you want to be, write down a couple
Yeah.
of stuffs that you want to be. Well, I had one thing on there, and I wanted to sing, and that's kind of all I wanted to do as far back as I can remember. Um, That's all I wanted to do, man. I mean, I had some friends that wanted to be astronauts and all of that. I was like, nah, it's like play my ukulele, man. That's all I want to do.
Yo,
You know,
I'll
the
play the
simple life.
ukulele here in this space right here.
Yeah.
Just right here.
Yeah. So I
So
mean,
who do you,
I had a lot of influences growing up. My dad was a really talented. My dad was too talented when it came down to the ukulele. He wasn't too much of a singer, but he could
Yeah.
really play, and
Hmm.
I got to hear him play on a daily basis. You know, and every single night he'd play his ukulele on our front porch, you know, and I'd
oh,
sit by the door and just listen. You know, my dad is the type like he wanted to be by himself when he played. He didn't want nobody around him. So if you wanted to listen, you had to listen from somewhere else. You
Yeah.
know, and when he used to go to work, I used to he never let us touch his instruments. But when he went to work, I'd try it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get into trouble for it, all of that. So, but
Hey,
you know, I've known for a while.
oh, that's good. But speaking of the ukulele, uh, was it because I know you did the song with the "Is I Want to Be Like You"?
mm.
Is that like your idol?
You know, I
Every time you came on, you grabbed your ukulele and sat on the front porch and jammed out, or what?
yeah, you know, I can say I don't know if I don't know if it's an idol kind of thing, but I know for sure that Uncle Israel has definitely had the largest impact on my music. And
Hmm.
Yeah.
for me, I mean, the music was huge. Like, you know, I got one idol, and that's Jesus Christ. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
That's right.
and but as far as Uncle Israel and his music, I
Amen to
mean,
that.
I looked up to Uncle Israel, and you know, just so happened I married my beautiful wife, and his wife, Auntie Marlene, is my wife's cousin.
Mm.
But
Oh, nice.
growing up as a kid, I never really listened too much to Macaw Sons at the time when it was Uncle Skippy them, that Uncle Israel got involved with it. But it wasn't until Uncle Israel broke away on his own
Hmm.
that I mean, he actually captured me, you know,
Hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
I've been a fan ever since. You know, I'm still a fan. I mean, I do health talks and health journeys now, and trying to drop this weight and stuff like that. And I actually listen to some Uncle Israel music during my workouts. You know,
Mm.
definitely Uncle Israel has definitely guided my musical path in some way. You know, there's not a time when I write songs that I don't think to myself like, oh man, wonder what he would have said right here. You know,
Mm.
or how would
Yeah.
they have played it, you know? So but but yeah, I know definitely 100% that Uncle Israel has definitely made a huge impact on my on who I am today as a musician just by the music that he recorded and released.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I mean, I don't know any too much people that don't really care for Israel's music, you know. So I can imagine the same way I feel a lot of people my generation and maybe even older was touched the same way from this man, you
Yeah.
know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah, I was talking to my wife because she's from Hawaii, and I was asking her if her mom ever listened to is because her mom's from Molokai, and I don't know if she had said that she would listen to him, but I know I watched like a documentary of him, and like he captured the island of Hawaii with his music, you
Yeah,
know.
Hmm.
yeah,
And I think with his music, even I'll listen to it sometimes with at work. Just his voice or his music really captures the soul of Hawaii and the people of Hawaii. You know.
yeah. I do, you know, and he has a way of delivering the message to people where, you know, you can actually feel the music. You feel
Yeah.
Oh
everything.
yeah.
You can feel everything, you know, and it's you know, Uncle Israel has a way of when he does things, you know, sometimes if you just close your eyes, it could be haunting, you know,
Mm,
Yeah.
but it kind of matches that whole entire thing, whatever he's doing at that moment, you know. Um, definitely, he's been an inspiration in my life till today. You know,
Yeah.
I still believe that I mean, Uncle Israel has, back in the day when he first started, he stole the hearts of the Hawaiians, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And later on, he stole the entire world.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Sure
he's
did.
he's he's definitely loved all over in many different countries.
Oh yeah.
And that says a lot about it. And when when you have conversations with him, it's kind of like my sister-in-law used to dance hula with them, and it's just. I think a little story. When I recorded "Is It Wanna Be Like You," I was still in the studio with Shauna Owao. I was 21 years old, and after we recorded the song, we mixed it all up. I actually got to have a conversation with him, where Sean called him. Sean called him up, and I believe they were staying in Salt Lake at the time. And he took a listen. We actually played that song for him first, And I remember words that he told me. He said, "Could you like try to be like me, but just don't be big like me." I never hear that part though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Uncle Israel's music has definitely, has sold the hearts of many people.
Yeah.
When Uncle Israel passed away, I was on the Big Island, getting ready for a show, and I was actually heading from Kona to Hilo, and was coming down to Saddle Road, and that's when we heard that he passed on the radio. And I remember that day like it was yesterday, pretty much.
Yeah.
I went home. To Oahu after my show, and we did a big thing at Pokai Bay, right?
Yeah.
Just
I
for
was there.
yeah, it was just
The whole
just
island was there.
You were
pretty
there?
much. It was Uncle Israel is definitely. I mean, to say that he really moved me with the music is, I mean, doing no justice for it, because I can't even explain how much it does for me. Even till today, when I sit down and write one song, I always think about it. I think to myself like,
Mhm.
man,
Yeah.
what it would be like if I could sing one song with him.
Oh man.
Oh
Oh,
man. Yeah.
And but Uncle Israel has definitely been, he's been the icon of Hawaii. A lot of times when you think about Hawaiian music or island music like that from Hawaii, I mean, he cannot help but put his face right there at the top. He's
Yeah.
done
Yep.
so much for us. And I believe during my younger days when I first started too, Uncle Israel had a mission to keep everybody together.
Yeah.
He would
Yeah.
always give his talks, and his talks would make the hardest of people tear up.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah,
I
amazing
I remember
individual,
that movie Meet Joe Black when it first came out, and then I think that they had Iz's song in there,
right?
over the rainbow at the end. Like watching that movie and then hearing that song, I mean, you just felt so much, pride, that Hawaii
Yeah,
is getting on a national stage, like a movie with Brad Pitt, starring Brad Pitt and Anthony Hopkins, and
Right.
Brother is on the soundtrack, and
Yeah.
it just wasn't a snippet of his song. They played like pretty much his whole song right there at the ending. It was
yeah,
like a beautiful moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, that's and he was always about the island people, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And like I'm sure whether if he was Hawaiian or not, if he was living in Hawaii, I mean, that had to grab you in some way, make you
Yeah.
proud to be an
That's right.
islander. You know what I mean?
hmm
'Cause us as artists is, I mean, you can only dream of getting on a soundtrack. And he's not only got on that, he's on 51st Dates as well.
51st Date.
Yeah.
Yeah. They used them all.
And
A lot of movies
Finding
after
Forrester,
that. Yeah.
so yeah, he's been on many of them, and Uncle Israel, definitely, in my book, I mean, definitely one somebody who a lot of us entertainers we strive to be like, you know. So
Oh yeah.
I think, like you said, what did you say? That is try to his music wanted to bring the people together.
yeah,
I think
he
the documentary that I watched, I think the song was Hawaii 78.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. He the background of that song. He's basically telling like the people of Hawaii like continue to keep your culture strong, continue to watch the land because our ancestors didn't want our islands to be this way.
Yeah. And nevermore is
And
that song more relevant than today.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's right.
that's very true.
You
I
know?
know
So
I know a lot of locals are not I don't want to say upset, but
Yeah.
they want to protect the island and continue to keep it the way it is because
Yeah.
the
yeah.
tourism and everything. But I forgot who I was talking to, but oh no, Ui, our she was saying that if ever there's a trip like a tourist or a stateside goes to Hawaii, that there should be a like a crash course
Oh yeah.
of what Hawaii is and how you should
Yeah.
keep it and how you should treat it.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it in our last session. Hey, Baba, did you see that thing where in Hawaii, like the people that are coming to visit, they have to do a pledge now? Did you see that?
No, I never followed that, but I know what you guys are talking about as far as like that, because I mentioned that as well when I spoke to one of the representatives in Hawaii. I said, like tourists come there sometimes, and not everybody knows the culture, right? And I
Yeah.
understand
Yeah.
that,
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
then you have some people who make honest mistakes, and then you have some people just blatantly trying to disrespect the place.
Exactly.
But I
Mhm.
think what's happening is it's been happening so much times over the past that all of a sudden they're all bad.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if you're gonna fly people to Hawaii and you know that they come, Hawaii has its own, and if you've been there, lived there for a while, or even from there, everybody's kind of raised the same way, pretty much. We all
Yeah.
understand certain things. You know what I mean? Family got come first. Auntie and uncle is not, call them by their first name. If you catch crooks, you call an adult by their first name, Leon. And I don't know if you guys saw that photo or the video of that lady taking a photo with the monk seal,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
right? And she
Yeah.
was getting blasted, you know what I mean? But for me,
Yeah.
although I feel there was some disrespect there, I think if the airlines are gonna bring people in, they should actually have some do's and don'ts. Definitely some
Yeah.
don'ts in
Yeah.
there. Let them know. I mean, you show them everything else about it, but why don't you
Yeah.
give them a little crash course like what you guys are saying? Let them know that there's certain things you cannot do here,
Yeah. Yeah.
because
You can't. You just
certain
can't.
stuff will just piss the
Yeah.
islanders off. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so I get it. I get it. But I think it comes on, a lot. For me, my personal opinion, I think a lot of it has to come down to teaching them our ways, because they could
Yeah.
be ignorant to our ways.
Yeah.
And I say this because,
Education.
when I first started traveling, I didn't know all the do's and don'ts about places that I went.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But some stuff, I mean, some stuff is just common sense. You just don't do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I know that they had some artists that was a part of kind of a part of our scene, but they're not from Hawaii, and they got caught on Molokai as well, throwing beer bottles in the ocean. That's like,
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't like go home in one piece, then keep doing it.
Right.
You know, you know.
Yeah.
No
But
That's
kidding.
definitely, we should teach. We should definitely educate them that way. Because when the locals respond, they respond with anger a lot of times,
Yeah.
right? Because they're just so fed
Yeah.
up already. And then all of a sudden, we make the people who did the wrong the actual victims. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
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 I think, um, and it shouldn't be the people's responsibility to teach them, because they're not the ones
Yeah.
bringing them over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're coming there, it's like anywhere else. You go anywhere else, you have to be respectful.
Yeah.
At least try to find
Yeah.
out a little bit about their culture. And
Yeah.
that's another
Exactly.
thing.
Yeah.
When you go to places where the culture is strong,
Yep.
you better not get out of line.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
that's what
You
I
know
was
what I
saying. I
mean?
was saying because when people come from the mainland and say, "Oh, I want to go to Hawaii," the only thing in their brain is that it's a vacation spot, it's a beach. I'm going to see the sun. Like that's all I know that is. It's an island. They just don't, in their mind, they don't take the time to. I mean, you got to do your research, you know.
Yeah.
If you're going to try to go and travel to a place you've never been to, or whatever the case may be, but just know. I mean, get to know a local or something, ask them questions, stuff like that.
Eat where the locals eat,
Yeah, exactly.
And honestly, I feel like with that, it's, I don't know if it's just the mainland's fault, like glamorizing,
the
islands.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people that go travel, they only know the tourist spots.
Yeah.
And then when they go to where the locals live, they're like, wait a minute.
You can't do the same thing.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Yeah. And I don't know all the time. I tell people all the time, not to cut you off, but I always say, you know what, if you guys go to visit Hawaii and you just went to Waikiki, that's not Hawaii.
That's not Hawaii.
You need to get out there in the country if you want to experience the beauties of Hawaii and all the wonders. I mean, you can go Waikiki, you can go check out Uncle Duke's statue, you can go surfing and all that. But you're not really getting that culture in you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you want to see like real Hawaii? Take a trip to the North Shore.
North Shore, Macau. Go to Waipau, Aniani Street.
Yeah, right. And visit other islands. I mean, for me, like when people tell me, "Hey, man, I'm going to stay at Waikiki. Where should I stay?" I'm like, Waikiki. I say, that's like the moon. That's like here in Vegas. You stay on the strip. That's not even like
Waikiki.
That's the moon. Oh man.
I mean, Waikiki has a lot of history as well. But if you want to learn the culture, if you want to learn the culture, I mean, you gotta mingle with the locals.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You gotta be on your best behavior too when you're doing that.
Yeah.
Right.
When I used to work in Waikiki as a valet driver, like tourists would always ask me, where to go, where not to go. I always told them, don't go Waipau, Aniani Street. No, take your car over there and leave it unlocked. Shout out to Aniani Street, all my hamos.
Shout out.
And I think, like you said, where you have to talk to the locals and mingle.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like the locals will really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Or appreciate you as a visitor if you sit down and talk to them, understand their culture and the people.
That's all we can do,
you know. And just like I don't know if they do it anymore. Like I don't know if it was Hawaii or Guam that right before they land they give you a pamphlet, like what you cannot or cannot take from the beach or what you cannot and cannot do.
Right.
I don't know if they do that anymore because when I went back in 18 to Hawaii, they didn't hand it to us. Like a did they give that to you guys?
What?
Like a little pamphlet?
I got that before, but it's been a while.
It's been a while, right?
Yeah, it's been a while. Like you kind of come back with the dirt and
yeah.
You know what I mean, like I've seen that before, but it shouldn't be a pamphlet anymore. It should be like a book. No.
Once you buy your ticket
section and that section,
it's sent to you. Like, it's sent to you in your mail. Like, please read before you take your flight.
I mean, everybody got phones now. They should just airdrop it to their phones.
Right, exactly.
Be in your phone.
Download it or something.
Yeah,
digital download.
Get the Hawaii app and click on the app. Tells you what not to do.
They have an option right there, how not to get punched in the face.
Yeah. Show you the videos. Show you past videos of guys getting punched in the face.
Please read the disclosure before
you know, like this happened to you.
Have a local do the video.
And it's sad because, like, I can feel, like I said, some people make honest mistakes, but I can feel the pain of Islanders as well. Because it's just been going on for way too long.
Way too long.
And it's like nothing's being done about it. I mean, it is, and you know, as an island boy, I was born and raised on the Waianae Coast. You know what I mean? And times have definitely changed, but you know, people still come down and visit, and you know, I don't know if they know that it's one way in, one way out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you know, but they should educate them, you know, and just let them know, or you know, like you know, a lot of people tell me, "Hey, is it safe for me to go down to your side?" And I tell them, "Hey, it's safe everywhere if you behave.
Right.
You know, take your
That's
trash with
right.
you.
Yeah.
You know, all of that." Small stuff, just the small little things that they do that really make the islanders pissed because
Yeah.
we believe that they should already know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
That's how we was raised, though.
yeah, and I always say treat Hawaii. If you're gonna visit Hawaii or somebody else's land, treat it as if you own it.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
I
You know
mean,
what I
it's
mean?
it's it's the basic thing that we learn when we're kids. You know,
Yeah,
treat people the way you want to be treated.
Yeah.
Pretty much. You know what I mean?
yeah.
We
Comes
was
down to that.
raised like, our parents, they gave us cracks because they expected us to know better.
Yeah.
So we're raised
Yeah.
up that way. Now that's how we teach other people. We give
You
them
should have
cracks
known
because
better.
we expect them they
You
should
should
know
have known
better.
better.
That's so
That's how
true,
we was
though.
brought up. That's how we was brought up.
Right. You can't do that now.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
be locked
Mm.
up.
You
They
know,
won't let me out.
Oh
and
yeah.
then you got the sign outside the house, please remove your shoes before coming inside.
Yeah.
And somebody like walking, I don't want to take off my shoes, my socks, thing like that. Well,
I don't take
then
off my
don't come
shoes.
into my house.
It's not my culture to take off my shoes.
Yeah.
Sorry, bro. You can't come in, man.
Then don't even come into my house, brother.
You could.
Oh, I get that here.
I'll give you
I
food
get.
outside.
So I had a barbecue here at my house one time, and my son worked nightlife, and a couple of his friends, they're not from the islands, never been, right?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, I came back outside with everybody, we barbecuing, having a good time, and then I come in the house to make a plate, and I see homeboy on my couch, crashed out, drunk, shoes, feet up on the couch, rest, right? And I'm like,
Nah.
I said to my son, I said, you better go wake your boy up before I wake him up.
It's cracks time.
Oh man, that's
You know,
that's
so.
hilarious.
And it's just, I mean, again, it's we come from different upbringings, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
And
Islanders,
that
that's
goes
like we trying to
different.
preserve the furniture as long as possible. Grandma leaves the plastic on them, you know?
We leave the plastic on.
Yeah.
They don't let only the rich people had the plastic, but Samoans, we put the ear lava. Don't let the ear lava come off.
Oh man. Hey, before we get to the next question, let's do some shout outs. We got a lot of people hitting us up. Will Johnson says, "What up, fam?"
What up, Will?
What up?
James Figueroa says, "Aloha, brothers."
Brother
This brother
Kimo.
Kimo.
Aloha.
And Kurt Cabrera says, where do we see BaBa B with expanding mainland, or are we gonna keep it local, bro?
Oh,
Good question.
Oh,
yeah, it's a good question there.
Oh, is that on the spot, ba?
Nah, it's cool. It's cool. You know, I moved away from Hawaii. It's something that I think was necessary for my family, you know, and as far as
Yeah.
what I did for a living, as far as playing music as well, it gave us so much more opportunity out here,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
to expand our music. And my whole thing is not just about playing music, man. My whole thing is about, you know, sharing my culture with the world, and that's kind of what I do when I travel. I don't
Yeah.
just share about BaBa B music and the songs that I write. I like to teach people about our culture. You know what I mean? I
Oh,
look
man,
forward on
yeah.
coming back home to do shows. You know, I actually was supposed to be back on this Hawaii's Finest lineup, but that Sunday got canceled, so
Mm.
we was on that Sunday bill. But I'm hoping to come back to the islands and you know, kind of give people some feel good vibes. You know, because it's hard for me as well as it's hard because when I was there, I mean, like, it was just so tough to make it by. My kids was getting older, my grandkids, you know, and
Yeah.
I just thought that for me and my family, the best thing was for us to move, you know, for I needed to move to grow as well. I mean, Hawaii is beautiful, and it definitely took good care of me. The islands is beautiful. They always take good care of me, and it's just that I cannot reach much people, and talk. I'm proud to be from Hawaii and where I'm from, and every chance I get, I like to share my past stories and my upbringing with them. That's why I do that through my music. I'm hoping that I can come back to the island soon. As soon as all of this dies down, then I'm planning on actually traveling again. Right now, I just not with the traveling because it's just too much red tape right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
You
yeah.
know,
Yeah.
for me, that's just personally for me. But as far as like catching up Bumblebee show, I mean, I'm hoping that we can definitely get back over there. I mean, I do miss it. It's been about 3 years almost since I've been home.
Mm.
I haven't been
Oh
back to
wow.
Guam since 2017.
Oh man, that's,
I
you're
was, I
better
was,
than me. I haven't been back home since 2012.
yeah, and 2012 is when I actually moved here to Vegas.
Oh really?
Wow.
Yeah, and it was just, I mean, honestly, when I moved here, you know, made me realize a lot of stuff. Like, how did we survive in Hawaii all these years?
Right.
Yeah.
How my friends
And
and my family and my heart cry out for them because they're
yeah.
suffering out over there. I get it.
Mm.
Some people get good jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people, you know, some people don't need to rely on certain things for happen.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I know a lot of people out there, especially like in my hometown as well. A lot of them are struggling. When I come here, you know, your dollar goes a long way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's
When I go to Mura's, I go in there with a $20 bill and come out with a gallon of milk and a box of cereal. Right?
That's right. That's right.
Over here, I can go inside one store with $20, come out with 2 boxes of cereal and gallon milk,
Yeah.
some spoons and bowls as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
That's right.
and I love the islands and I miss it, and I talk about this all the time with my family. I miss it a lot.
Yeah.
But if I not, if there's a better way to support and provide for my ohana, then
Yeah.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
gonna do.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. That's 100%.
But
Yeah.
I look
Yeah.
forward on going home, and I'm hoping that it's not gonna be just here in the mainland that I'm gonna be performing for the rest of the time because I really want to go home and perform. It's been a minute, and for me, I get so much love for Guam, Saipan, Rhoda, Tinian, Hawaii,
Oh,
all the
nice.
islands,
Yeah.
and I want to go back there and share that with them, because like I said, their support for my music and who I am as well over the last 25 years, they've been huge for me and my music,
Yeah.
and I want to share that. But right now, it's just, the days that we live in today, it's just, they make it harder for us to share.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And
Yeah.
people might disagree, they might agree, but that's just me. And I feel it's a lot harder now to even travel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not willing for do certain stuff. So I ain't willing to, you know, go to all the hoops and the hula hoops at the airport. If that's the case, I'll just wait till it's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and but if you guys come to Vegas, show in the backyard, barbecue,
Oh, wow.
baby.
Hey,
We coming. We coming.
I need to talk to you
October.
about coming to Texas though. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about that for
Oh
sure.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I was just in Texas like 3 years ago. It's not just in Texas, but that was the last time I went there. I performed in Houston.
Oh,
Oh,
It
oh,
was
nice.
nice,
beautiful
nice,
because I got to see
nice.
it was like on reunion. I seen a lot of
Yeah.
people from where I'm from, right? And I seen a lot of the cellos came out as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, mad
Yeah.
love for them out there, and like for me, I mean, now there's so much islanders from all over. They're living all over the United States.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And I mean, like, that's the one thing beautiful. The island is driven on music and food,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
right? And a good time. And when I go there,
Yeah.
that's what it
Yeah.
is. They provide the food. I provide the music, and the good times happen.
There we go. The good vibes.
Hey, Baba,
That's all
talking
we
about
need.
performing in music. So there's always that fan favorite song or that artist favorite song. Which one do you you love to sing to, and what song is it like a fan favorite that you always get requested to sing?
The fan favorite songs that we get a lot of requests for Big Boy in Love, and I think a lot of that has to do with my beginning of music, and it can kind of take people and individuals back to what they was doing at the time when Big Boy in Love dropped.
Yeah.
And I think All My Life is the same. I think All My Life has definitely touched relationships in a sense to where I'm probably like one indirect godfather to a lot of these kids walking around. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
That's my favorite all my life.
It's funny because some of my friends like, two of my kids with your song on the radio. I'm like, oh, that makes me a mingle, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, all my life is the one I'll request every time. That's my
Yeah.
favorite. Yeah.
As far
That's
as
good, man.
as far as a favorite song to sing, I mean, I really don't have a favorite song to sing. I honestly enjoy singing what people ask me to sing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like for me, when people ask me, I've been asked this question many times, like, hey, what's your favorite song to sing? And I'm like, probably a Luther Vandross song, you know.
Yeah.
Wow.
But as far as like my own music, I want to sing. I truly believe this. We're an opportunity every single day to put a smile on somebody's face,
That's
and you
good.
never know
That's
what
good.
next person is going through at the time. So my favorite song is whatever you want to hear at that moment. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
Yeah.
nice.
So if I can help you in any which way, make your day even better, take you out of a real
Yeah.
bad place, you know what I mean? Help you remember certain stuff, that's what I want to do. Like
Yeah.
for me as an artist, as a musician, it's not so much just about that though. It's about the impression you leave on the next person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's how you can help that next person as well. And
Yeah.
these are things that I've learned over the years. There was a time in my life where I was just all about bubble beat music and all of that. When we
Hmm.
first started, and I would get the sit downs from my older brothers telling me, why is up, or you get smashed and all that. And as you get older, you learn stuff. You go through things in life that make you see things differently. And for me, when people ask, "What's your favorite song?" Send me a favorite song they like to sing. I'm like, "What's your song? Let me know, and I'll
Yeah.
sing it for
Yeah.
you." Because
Nice.
again, it does. Singing a song for me really doesn't do anything for me. But if I can see that it's making a change in your life, that's
Yeah.
actually what moves me.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, music is a beautiful thing, and I think we got to use it as such. I mean, if we use our music to bring people down, then I think you're wasting your talents.
Oh yeah.
If you
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
you can use your music to inspire the next person, help them be a better them, help them drag them out of the mud a little bit, whatever you can do for them. Music
Yep.
can do that for people.
Amen to
So
that.
that's kind of where music is for me now, as far as like super grateful that a lot of people still enjoy our music, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I'm just blessed enough to be there to sing it for them. So I'm thankful,
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're thankful too.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
You know,
We
Bobby
are.
B, to hear you talk about that and your answers, like we do need like more positive vibes. So it's good to hear you performing again and doing concerts again. But I just want to ask about 2020, like when everything shut down. Like how did you cope with that, and what were the challenges you guys went through there in Vegas? I know I got a lot of pictures from friends where the whole town was shut down.
Yeah,
Like
it
how was it
was.
for you?
Well, my whole family contracted COVID, and
Oh wow.
I got sick for 18 days, and towards the end of my COVID, I ended up in the hospital with pneumonia. I never really put that out there though, it just something that I went through on my own with my family. My wife still today, she caught it in December. She still doesn't have her smell.
Oh
Um,
wow.
yeah, it was definitely rough, but Junior, my wife, she's a
Yeah.
soldier.
Yeah.
Grateful to have her because I'm gonna tell you something. When COVID shut down, it shut down the musicians, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And my wife was a backbone for our family because we wasn't allowed to work. Matter of
Yeah.
fact, if I'm not mistaken, the musicians and the concert was the last things to come back and the first things to go because we
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
attract
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
But when I got sick and my whole family got sick, my wife got sick, but she she went down for about maybe 5 days. But my wife has definitely been the backbone for our family as far as like I was grateful that at that time, today to have 25 years, of music to where people supported us. They bought our music online. I was grateful. You know what I mean? But I still couldn't go out there and provide the way normally we would if COVID wasn't here.
Right.
But
Yeah.
but Misty picked up the slack because she worked for the state, right?
Mm-hmm.
She worked for the welfare office, and she went to work every single day. And she still does it. You know what I mean? She's definitely been a huge thing for our family as far as where we are today. And COVID was rough here for for um for many people, I believe. Myself as well. I went through that breathing problems, spitting up blood and coughing up blood for 9 days, running on fever for 11 days. You know,
Wow. Really?
yeah, I
Wow.
ran on fever for
Coughing
11
blood.
days, coughing up
Man.
blood. That's what put me in the hospital. So I was asking my doctor, hey, what's going on? This and that, this is happening. And he said, oh yeah, it's probably from you coughing. I was like, well, I ain't coughing though. I'm only coughing
Yeah.
when when I'm trying to, because I felt like I was drowning.
Yeah.
You know, but I get my own way that I feel about COVID. As in, if they say I had COVID, I tested positive for it, right? And
Right.
I get my own personal views on that. I don't
Yeah.
expect people to agree with me or disagree with me, whatever. You know what I mean? But we all cope with it the same way. But I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell
Yeah.
you something, right? A lot of people will tell me, hey, brother, we gotta push through because we're all in the same boat. And then
Yeah.
my good friend, I said, well, I think that's what we're missing. That's the picture everybody's missing. We're not all in the same boat. We might be in the same storm,
Yeah.
but some people's boats is taking them to the unemployment line,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which turned
Yep.
out for being a beautiful thing for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
some people's boats was making them foreclose on their houses.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
people's boats was losing their jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people was losing family members. So we wasn't in the same boat. Although we was all going through the same thing, each
Yeah.
family was dealing with it their own way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we deal with
Exactly.
it till today. You know,
Yeah.
and COVID hit Vegas pretty hard. You know, there's a lot of sick people. Um, but me as a person living here, it wasn't how I would see it on the news though. They was showing like hospitals overflowing, overload. Maybe one or two of them was like that, but majority of them wasn't that way.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I live here. So when I
Yeah.
hear certain stuff that get reported, I'm like, that's not accurate. I mean, when I was in the hospital, I was there in December. That was the height of COVID here.
Yeah.
Had me and five other people inside the ER room. Had
Really?
more staff workers in there than patients.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying that COVID is not real,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it's definitely an awesome tool for politicians to use.
There you go.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So,
All right.
yeah, but it was definitely shut this place down because there was a ghost town here for like, they said it was going to be 2 weeks, and it wasn't 2 weeks, man.
Yeah.
That strip was shut down for a long time
Yeah.
Yep.
to where they made
Dang.
commercials. You remember that commercial, the guy turning on the electric switch?
Yeah.
Come on, if it was only 2 weeks, they wouldn't have to waste their money on that commercial. So, but it was a long time, and I think a lot of people are still going through it. A
Yeah.
lot of people, I get a lot of DMs, because I don't see everything the way everybody else see it.
Yeah.
I'm the type of person that I'm gonna do what is best for me and my family,
There you go.
and
There you go.
like for me, you do what is best for you and your family.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Do what's best for your boat.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
Fix your boat and I'll fix my boat.
That's right.
That's right.
But we shut down. You know, like my family, we had a restaurant.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, and then COVID hit, and we was actually still doing pretty good. But then that didn't make no sense to us. I mean, everybody was getting sick, this and that, and they was asking us. They were shutting down all these businesses, but we was allowed to stay open.
Yeah.
But then eventually it got so slow, and then we shut it down. COVID had a little bit to do with it, but I think most of it is Princeton had a brother. So my daughter Mallory Jr. had another baby,
Oh wow,
and,
nice.
and he came, yeah, and he came up. He came 12 weeks early, so his premium like 2 pounds,
Oh wow.
right?
Wow.
So she had to make a decision. Either we'll keep the restaurant open and the baby gonna be a NICU, just a dad, or she wanted to bear the son, and she chose to bear the son, and that was the right
That's right.
decision, you know.
Yeah.
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 So yeah, COVID was 2020 was rough, and I remember when they shut us down in April, I believe it was.
Yeah.
They said, "Oh, we're gonna do a 2 week pause." I'm like,
Yeah.
I remember telling my wife, I said, "We ain't doing no 2 week pause. This is gonna be for the rest of our life."
Right.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't know. You know, I think everybody deal with it then the way they deal with it. You know.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is my honest opinion on this right here is you remember prior to COVID, how many of us went to work with the flu? How many of us went to
Oh,
work sick, coughing our
Exactly.
brains out? So
yeah.
what it's
Yep.
done for me personally after I survived it, it's definitely taught me, hey, you know what, maybe if you're sick, stay home. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of people realize that now, that maybe throughout these years we should have been staying. Doesn't matter if you have COVID or the flu or pneumonia, if you have something you can pass to somebody else,
Yeah.
you should probably stay at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you know what I
Right.
mean? And
Yeah.
you know, I was kind of pissed about it for a little bit, you know, as far as with the music scene. But
Yeah.
you know, like I said, I mean, my wife, she was, and she continued to be just awesome. You know what I mean? And she hold it down. You know,
Yeah.
and it's fast. That's why now that we're open and they're talking about possibly shutting us down again. But if we stay open now, we can start to come out with all these full blown shows. We're doing more shows now here, and I'm hoping that it continues. You know, and
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
it takes some of the workload off of her. You know, and start moving around and traveling again with people. You know,
Yeah.
and yeah, Vegas went through a lot, and we definitely lost a lot of money here in the economy. You
Mm-hmm.
know, we
Oh
definitely,
yeah.
you know, I know that people lost loved ones. I've lost many friends through this sickness. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But you know,
Yeah.
on the flip side of things, I want to ask this question, right? And people may say, like, where are you going with this? But I asked my doctor this just 2 weeks ago. I said, hey, since COVID, that's all we've been hearing about. I said, whatever happened to the flu?
Yeah.
I'm curious. I'm just
What
curious
what
because
whatever
Yeah.
happened to the sickness below COVID? All
yeah, like
the
there is none.
We don't hear
You
about
know,
flu shots. Remember,
What
said, "Oh,
happened?
get your flu shots."
yeah.
We don't
you
hear about
know,
flu shots
and
anymore. So I'll
and
get
unfortunately,
vaccinated.
you know, unfortunately, you know, I'm one person that I'm not afraid for engaging the hard questions. You know, because I believe that people should talk about those things, and I'm not
Oh yeah.
afraid for
Exactly.
engage.
Yeah.
Even if you know, I get people on social media who say, you know, I can't follow you anymore. I'm like, oh yeah, maybe you should follow Jesus.
Yeah.
You know,
Some people
you
are
know, and
extreme. Like
for
I
me, I
mean,
can
it's
be,
Yeah. It's just
yeah, you know, I
what.
can. For me, like, you know, I just like I dealt with a lot. I mean, I lost over, I don't know, maybe 3,000 followers. You know, throughout all
Really.
of this stuff. Yeah, you know, and it's just for me, it's like, you know, honestly, I love playing music so much, and I love everybody equally the same. I don't
yeah,
care
Yeah.
what your religion is, what you choose to be in life. I love everybody, we're all people, right?
Yeah.
But the last thing I'm gonna do is let somebody say, you gotta stop thinking this way, you will lose my friendship. I'm like, skate
yeah,
then,
yeah.
Yeah. But
you
That's
that's.
know?
right.
I mean, that's a small sample of like what is wrong with America. Like you can't. For some reason, you just can't have another opinion. Like, why can't you have that
Cancel,
opinion? You have that
cancel
opinion,
culture.
and you just talk it
Desensitized,
Yeah,
out.
bro.
You're supposed to just talk it out and come to a like, you know, a happy medium agreement. Like
Yeah.
it's
what I
not.
think happened? I think what happened here was with COVID, a lot of people didn't understand and realize that they really wasn't in control of their life.
Yeah.
No matter how much precautions you take, no matter how many miles you run, no matter how good you eat, you're on
Yeah.
borrowed time. And that made
That's right.
people realize, COVID made people realize that they was mortal.
Yeah.
And a lot of, even some of my friends, they lost themselves in this way. Like for me, don't get me wrong, I'm frustrated as well, and I get frustrated, and I see a lot of people get frustrated, and I respect their way of thinking and how they want to feel. You that's the beauty of America. You get to feel that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You get to say these things, but slowly came to a point was, oh, if you like that guy, then I can't be your friend, or if you support this person, I cannot support you. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
That's yeah.
I'm thinking to myself, like, we're not first grade anymore. Like, don't talk to
Yeah.
John because I'm not
Exactly.
friends with John. You know, so like, and at the end of the day, I was telling myself, I say, half of these people is telling me there's probably never even bought one CD or even came to one concert.
Right.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And like I said, for me, and I say this till today, because I have talks with a lot of people working in the health industry with a vitamin company, and I do a lot of talks, and this subject comes up a lot. And I say, you get the right to say your opinion,
Yep.
and I get the right to mine.
Yeah.
But what we all
Exactly.
can agree upon at one time was we could respect that about others.
Yeah.
Now it's
Respect.
That is
either
all.
you see it this way or we're going that way. And for me,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
almost 50 now. I'm 45 years old. I'm thinking to myself, like, I made so much beautiful friends that I managed to keep their friendships, and I'm grateful for it. So
Yeah.
if I come across people who have this nonsense way of thinking, I'm like, then you need to unfollow me and follow the Lord, because I cannot help you with what you're going through,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, I know a lot of people, I had this one lady on social media, she really ripped me on brand new one, right? And
Yeah.
she's like, you lost a longer fan. I can't believe you said that about, because I told everybody, enjoy Thanksgiving, have your family come over, hug them, kiss them, all of that. You know what I mean? Because they're trying to shut us down from having Thanksgiving here as well.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm willing to die for my family.
Yeah.
So
Exactly. Yeah.
on hugging on kiss in our culture is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
She's
Yep.
like, I just lost a friend and this and that, and 6 weeks later I experienced it, where there's times I felt like I was holding my breath 80 feet water.
Yeah.
Oh
And
wow.
she kind of just ripped me like on the whole entire, and me like on dummy, I ain't read the whole thing, right? But for me, I don't understand all of that, because for me, like I said, like, I don't care what color they are. I don't care if they feel like they like be on pit bull there and on
Yeah.
draft tomorrow. I love people all the same, man. You know what I
That's
mean?
right.
Exactly.
And that's what it
Yep.
is. So when people come to me and they expect me for say or feel their way because I'm supposed to be like this entertainer, you're supposed to be this way. Nah.
No.
Entertainment is like a mechanic in my eyes. Like,
Yeah.
we might be musicians, but it's no different from any other job, really. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And
At the end of the day, you're still a person. You're still
Yeah.
at the end of the
human.
day, we're all people. We're all going through
Yeah.
this. We're all dealing with this our own way. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Mhm.
And
Exactly.
we continue for do these things. Even me and my family, we're not always on the same page with this whole entire situation.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I love them,
Because
they
it.
love me,
Yeah.
and that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's hard because you get different information from different angles.
Yeah.
And it's like you're gonna believe what you're gonna believe. Just like I hate to say it, it's almost like religion, right? You're gonna believe what you want to believe.
Yeah.
It's kind
You know
of
what I
where
mean?
you get your information from. You know what I mean? You might be getting them
Exactly.
from the Dr. Seuss book. I might be getting them from another book. So
That's what I mean.
I think they took that off the shelf though.
Yeah. With me, I just don't believe nobody. I think
Yeah,
everybody
I
lying.
can read, bro. I enjoy reading about these things, But yeah, I mean, I think if if we can if everybody can stay home when they're sick, I don't think we'll shut down again. But
Yeah.
Right.
Vegas got hit hard in many ways. I mean, what was so frustrating for me, and I'll be honest with you, is like all of a sudden our leaders and decide whose work is essential and who is not,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
So state workers was essential, but musicians wasn't. County workers
Yeah.
was essential, but restaurants weren't.
Yeah.
One restaurant was allowed to stay open. Like, but let me tell you something. McDonald's, all these big food chains, they never closed not one day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
here, not one day. You know what I mean? So, like I said, we went through a lot here. I'm sure everybody went through a lot wherever they are, and again, I mean, it all depends where you live. Because where you live, you can get different sources of local news.
Yeah.
For me, I was done watching news on TV years ago. I don't even watch TV actually, really.
Yeah.
I spend more of my time, playing chess and playing music,
Mm.
and
Yeah.
but like if you come from one place where everybody's kind of on the same trend, then yeah, you see that over. It's kind of like listening to one song. At first, you don't like the song, but you hear them so much times on the radio, eventually you start singing the same song.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
right.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But again, we all human beings.
Yep.
The one thing I agree that we can always treat each other the right way. We can always be kind to the next person, no
Yeah.
matter how
Yeah.
you feel. No matter if you feel I wrong or if you feel that you're always right. God bless you if you're always right.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
but that shouldn't end relationships. That just tell
No.
Yeah.
me
Exactly.
when
Yeah.
yeah, like I'm gonna tell you something I learned just from loving the Lord. You know, relationships they only end because one side is refusing to forgive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the thing is, like, I get so much friends that over this last 2 years that they unfriend me, and these are guys from and females and men from my neighborhood.
Yeah.
They unfriend me on social media, but it's the same people that will call me on birthday party. Oh, Alex, you singing my baby's birthday? Yeah, no problem. Somebody
Yeah.
passed away in the family. I need you folks to come sing at the funeral. Yeah, no problem. All of a sudden, we got a small little difference of opinions, and then we're not friends anymore. That's childish,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
if you ask me.
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
That's
Yep.
that's what you do with little kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Exactly. Right.
so
But before we get to our next question, probably our last one, because it looks like you're getting kind of dark over there, Bubba.
nah. Well, I'm kind of like so. I have my living room here, and then there's a space here, and then there's the kitchen behind me, and it was actually sunny when we started, but
I
now it's
know. That's
getting
what I'm
darker. There's
saying.
only
I was saying you're looking like the scary guy that's hiding in the dark, just waiting to pounce on
yeah
somebody.
in the tree right out
There
that.
you go. Let's do some shout outs. Christopher Talata said, "What's going on, Chålofa fam? Love your music, Baba. God
Thank you
is
so much.
great."
Hey, there he is.
Brother Chemo says, "Collaboration, JC." Ooh, we'll talk about that. Stephen Bloss, I have one of your CDs from a friend of mine. Oh, that's
Oh,
cool.
nice. Which one?
Wow.
That's yeah, right. Which one, Stephen? Which one? Let's see.
It's very
Oh,
rare to have CDs nowadays.
everyone is agreeing with you. And then brother Frank's on. He says, "I was in Vegas when I had their what they had their first
first
COVID
COVID.
case in March of 2020."
Oh, what's up, Frank?
What's
What
up,
up,
Franco?
Frank?
Was Frank the one who gave it to him? Yeah.
And then
He brought him.
all the way from Guam, Alan Simon says, "Hafade Islanders view, sending love from the beautiful island of Guam."
Hafare.
Off of
Hey,
it.
thank you guys for joining us. We got Baba B with us here, joining the family, just getting to know him, talking story. So, if you had, I know you said a lot of wise things today, like awesome things. Like I'm almost, I was doing the sign of the
Unfortunately,
cross, everything.
3,000 people disagree with you.
Oh.
Yeah.
But you said a lot of wonderful things today. But what is the one thing you would tell, one advice, word of wisdom to your fans or the people?
For me, you would normally hear something like, be push on and all of that. But in the times that we live today, I like to just encourage people not to lose your way, not to
Mm.
forget who you are, you know, not to forget that we are all children of the Lord. We are all human beings. Everyone deserves to get treated in a decent way.
Hmm.
Um, you know, for me, I like to, and I learned this, from my wife as well. We all need for learn in the time that we live today on how to forgive others. Because somebody just might step on your shoe that is brand new and they just hate you for the rest of your life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we need to for learn to that we are all tied in somehow. So show love all the time. Help the next person if you can. For me, I like to be an inspiration to others with my voice as well, not just through singing. Like for me, a lot of people expect me for walk this line that they expect entertainers to walk, but I walk outside the lines
Yeah.
because I try not to forget how my parents raised me, how the culture raised me, you know. And last I checked, Hawaii is the hub of love, right?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And that's I remember my grandma telling that us as a kid that that's our responsibility for share that. You know what I mean? And continue for share that positive light on the next person because again, we never know what somebody's going through for that day. We
Yeah.
never know how we can help. And try not to let things bother you so much. You know what I mean? I mean, if something
Yeah.
bothers you that much, I mean, maybe it's not really maybe that's not really the issue. You know what I mean? Maybe the issue is in our hearts. That's why I truly believe that learning to forgive the next person, no matter what the crime is, learn to forgive somebody
Yeah.
because I promise you, you live better. You live with less
That's right.
weight on your shoulders. And I learned that the hard way. You know what I mean? And um, I used to be that way. The way you make me mad, I just like whatever. I'm gonna have to talk to you again. You know what I mean? But yeah, I like to encourage people that way. Just continue to be family with everybody. Help the
Yeah.
Yeah.
next person out. But really, I mean, if you're gonna share something with somebody, share your heart with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That can go a long way. People gonna remember that. You know what I mean? And you're gonna always have a home in their heart as well. So
Oh
me,
yeah.
I know I only know this way really. Like, sometimes people tell me I can be real on one asshole because I'm real straightforward in that sense. But I
Yeah.
just I share my heart with them. You know what I mean? If you like know something, I will give you what it is. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I encourage people to be that way because when you're straightforward and but coming from inside, you know, and it shows. It's hard for people to turn you away.
That's right.
You know what I
Yep.
mean? So I can go on all day and say, let's just be inspiring, believe in your dreams. We already know that. But the thing that we
Yeah.
forget in the society today is how to treat one another.
Mm.
Yep.
You know what I
Yes,
mean? And
sir.
that's definitely something that myself, all of us here, everybody
Hmm.
can be better at.
Oh yeah.
You know. So
100%.
yeah, but I appreciate everybody. I appreciate 25 years of support. I appreciate all of you here. I appreciate you, brother JC, for having me on here, Junior. Thank you guys all.
Hey,
Thank you,
we
Um,
Bubba.
appreciate you, for real.
Yeah.
sorry, my
Thank you,
house is
Um.
Bubba
such a
B.
mess. I don't put
Hey,
the green
B,
screen
Bubba
up, though,
B.
but I give it to you as real.
Hey, Bubba B, please send our love, to Misty and your kids, grandkids.
Yes, sir.
I
Please give
will.
our
I
love. I
will.
know you remember my wife Bella, she sends her love as well to the family. So
Yeah.
And we just can't wait. We can't wait to hear the new music. We already know it's gonna be number one because we're gonna support it definitely. So
Yes, sir.
Right.
we can't
I
wait
appreciate
to
you
we can't
guys.
wait
Oh
to hear the
yeah,
new
most
stuff.
definitely. So
We'll see you in October.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
hey,
for sure.
hey, Baba, go ahead and close out. Let people know how they can follow you, search you, get your new music coming out. Put a blast out for you, bro.
But you can catch all my music on all the digital platforms. You can catch it on YouTube as well if you want it for free. No problem. I give you that information as well. If you gotta reach me, you guys can reach me at playbubblebmusic@gmail.com. Instagram, you can follow me at BubbleBeeMusic. Facebook, I just set up a brand new account for this concert series we got going on called Saltwater Sessions.
Saltwater Sessions, yes, sir.
Yeah,
All right.
and right now we got Pati on the bill. ST1's on the bill. We got a special guest coming on the bill as well. But if you want to follow us on Facebook as well, then you can go ahead and follow BAB space BADO.
Nice.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, right
Yeah,
on.
my phone number too. I give out my phone number. No. Yeah, but thank you guys so much. I appreciate it.
Of
man.
course. Hey, don't
Thank
forget.
you.
Hey, don't forget the merch. The merch. Can they
Oh,
still
yeah.
get a hold of this?
They can still get a hold of that for the next maybe like the next month and a half. That shirt will be for sale. And then next month we're gonna start printing our third album. So pretty much what's happened with the t-shirts before I leave, we made the Big Boy Love album 2 months ago. And then the following month after that we made the Local Boy album. So this next one we're gonna do Bubblicious and then so forth. I'm gonna take it as a package and give it with our 25-year anniversary CD.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
That's
But
nice, nice.
they get a chance to buy now. But once it's gone, once we take it down, I'm not really a clothes. You know, I'm not a clothing kind of person. You know, I don't do wardrobes and all that. Just something that.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. This is a real comfortable shirt though.
You get
It's
4X.
comfortable, right?
It falls right on your body.
You get 4X.
I do 4X.
It's like dry fit,
Yeah.
everything.
You're a 4X?
No.
Yeah, 4X.
Oh, that's like 7th grade for me.
Oh man.
I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you so much.
Hey, we
for having
appreciate
me
you
on
too,
here.
bro.
Thank
Hey,
you, Baba B.
but that is session number 32. Our brother Baba B is with us. Thank you guys for watching and listening again. Please subscribe to our channel on YouTube if you guys want to support the Islanders View. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. Thank you guys. Share the love. Just share the video. That's all we want to do here. We're just sharing the love. Show Baba B some love. Support him, baby. Islanders supporting Islanders.
Yes, sir.
That's a hashtag.
Yeah.
Hashtag.
Big
Islanders
hashtag.
supporting Islanders.
Chålofa.
Right? Chålofa. We love you guys. One love and God bless. We are out. Peace till next time. Yee.
Adios.
Hey, where do you think you're going? You haven't left our minds yet. Again, thanks for watching and listening. And like we say on the islands, the first time you're a guest in our home, and after that, you're family. So welcome to the family. One love and God bless. Peace.